Welcome to RC Racing TV. It's qualifying day here for the four-wheel drive European Championships in Pinerolo, Italy. Well, actually, it's qualifying and finals because due to the weather, as you can see behind us, they decided to push it all into today. Before we get to that, DC's done yet another interview. Who have you spoken to this time, DC?
It was Matas Benetin, a young driver from Slovakia, 12 years old, first time ever at a European Championships, and boy, this young guy is fast. How long have you been racing?
Since 6 years old, and I started with on-road and I moved to off-road when I was 10.
So how did you first decide you wanted to start racing radio control cars?
My dad decides because he was driving when he was younger, like me, and he likes it, and then he stops, and I tried, and I like it.
Fantastic. So you started with on-road. Was that what your father was racing?
Yeah, that was what my father was racing.
And how did you switch from on-road to off-road?
Because in Slovakia was small cup and small race, and I was doing on-road, and I want to try off-road, how it is, like something small, and then I like it more, so I was trying only off-road then.
So you're racing off-road now in Slovakia at what, club meetings or national meetings? How did you progress up the scale of the event you were racing?
I started some small race in Slovakia, like some series, and then I moved to EOS, and now I'm on the dirt.
Fantastic. And are you sponsored by anybody?
Not now, but I want to be.
And the most important question is, are you having fun?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
Okay, and you're going to the World Championships in about 6 weeks' time?
Yeah. Yeah, I want to do it. I will practice.
Matas actually made it to the C final today, so congratulations to him. But let's get on to qualifying. DC, what happened?
In the four-wheel drive class, they were fast and furious, with Daniel Kobovic taking the first 2 rounds of qualifying, and then David Ronefalk taking the second 2 rounds of qualifying. So that was 4 in total, 1 to go. It came down to a 5th round shootout, and it's the best qualifying heat I've ever seen, with Ronefalk and Kobovic changing places back and forth, and in the end, Daniel Kobovic took it to be TQ of the meeting.
Awesome. I love it when qualifying goes down to the very last race to decide. So, qualifying out the way, let's get on to finals. Here's what happened.
And a good start for Kobovic. Oh, the big jump, or the little triple for the first time. They've already bumping wheels, and Ronefalk is through over the J Concepts jump for the first time, and the A main triple. So Ronefalk taking a little bit of a, no, it's not cheeky, just taking a good move, making an inside move on Kobovic on the opening lap. Newman said he got his car good only at the end of today, so let's see what Newman can do. Now they're going head-to-head. Ronefalk opening up a little bit of a gap on Kobovic into the far corner now. J Concepts jump, and you can see now Ronefalk didn't have the cars right behind him. He chose to land on the top of the J Concept jump and jump off of it before the A main triple. I'm not going to look at the gaps of the times at the moment because that's not relevant. You can see it on camera. Down at the end of the main straight they go. Small triple under the EFRA into the far corner. And again, Ronefalk lands on top. That's the more consistent way of doing it. Over the EFRA crossover, into the tricky double. And down the main straight they go. No trouble for him. Ronafalk having a nice little gap, but it's staying about the same now. It seems to have stabilized. Maybe Kopovic had a little bit of nerves on the opening. In fact, I'm starting to see a little bit of a pattern where Ronafalk quicker on part of the lap and Kopovic's quicker on the other part. Heading for the step down now. Onto the main straight they go. No trouble as they bring it down. A little bit squirrely for Kopovic, but didn't cause him much problems. I'm going to say Kopovic's a little bit closer now. And just behind Kopovic is Orlowski. And trouble for Orlowski now. So we are on Ronafalk. Drop back to the next battle, please. That is the battle for second between Kopovic and Marco Barufalo from 5th on the grid. Orlowski is now down to 4th. Newman in 5th. So we're watching the battle for second. I'll keep an eye on Ronafalk in front, 2:20 on the clock. Over the tricky double they go. Ronafalk's already coming down the main straight. Ronafalk now clearly breaking away at the front. Over the small triple. Barufalo getting squirrely on that section. And now Orlowski is right with Barufalo and a little bit of a gap for Kopovic. And trouble for Barufalo off the big jump now. First, second, and third all are equally gapped with Newman in 4th. Let's move forward one car to Ronafalk coming down the main straight now, please. There is 1:46 left on the clock. Thank you. Ronafalk now over the J Concepts jump, still landing on top, setting him up nicely for the A main triple. We have 1 minute and 28 seconds left. I think Orlowski is on the charge now. So if you look at second and third coming onto the main straight now, a little bit of a wider shot to show you what's going on between them. Thank you. If you can't get it, you can't get it. I understand. And Orlowski had a mistake. Now Orlowski, I was just going to say he's going to have a battle with Newman, but Newman's had a mistake. Let's go back to Ronafalk, please. EFRA crossover. We will stay with Ronafalk to the end now. 57 seconds on the race clock. The gap between Ronafalk and Kopovic seems to be about the same. The actual time distance is irrelevant at the moment because you can see if they're getting close or not. J Concepts jump. A main triple. Ronafalk still taking the safer route through that section, and Kopovic jumping it big. Very, very close to not quite landing on the down ramp of the J Concepts jump, but it might be getting a little bit closer now. Kopovic to Ronafalk, but they are coming around to start their last lap now. Over the J Concepts jump. Ronafalk safe again. Kopovic going for it. No trouble. A bit of a heavy landing for Ronafalk. Little wider shot now, if you could, please, Zach. And you can see the action of both of them over the tricky double. Ronafalk had to check up a bit, just a little bit close to the inside of the track. Time is up. They are now racing to the line. End of the main straight now. Over the small triple. Beady eyes, I'm watching. And Kopovic has made a little bobble. Ronafalk will know that. He will take this jump, the J Concept jump, extra safe. No trouble over the A main triple. And winner of leg number 1 is David Ronafalk. I'll see if I can grab him and get him in for an interview. Here we go, here we go, here we go. And no beeps. Oh, there it is. Countdown. Who's your money on? Ronafalk going to do it? Kopovic going to hang on? Newman? Orlowski? What about Barufalo? He was fast. Good start for Kopovic and the rest of them. And Kopovic's not going to make that same mistake twice. Flying over the big jump. And, oh, Kopovic comes up short. Ronafalk crashing as well. It is Newman, Barufalo, Orlowski, Hattinen. And then, just got to make sure I get the right car. Looks like Davide Ungaro. I can't tell. Ungaro's shell and Boot's shell are very, very similar from distance at speed. But it is Newman in the lead. Indeed, I was correct. Over the J concept jump. Big air for Newman. And trouble for Orlowski. He's going to lose some places. So Hatton and up to third. Go back just a bit, please. We'll try to get the first two in shot if you can. I know I'm asking for a lot. We're going to stick with the battle at the front. I will tell you what's happening on other places while I try to keep an eye on all of it. So Newman at the front, headed for the J concept jump now. Over the A main triples. And it is Marco Barefalo in second. And a pass from Ongaro up to third. So that's a great pass by Ongaro up to third. And it's Hatanen and then Orlowski. So we're still keeping an eye on this battle at the front. Barefalo was super fast in the first final. Made a couple of little bobbles and fell back. We're going to show the battle at the front, and I'll keep an eye on everything else. Over the big jumps for the other drivers, but Newman is already through. On the step down now, Newman seems to be able to hold the gap between himself and Barefalo. Right at 3 minutes to go. Barefalo taking a super tight line underneath the EFRA crossover as Newman is over the J concept jump and the A main triple crossing the line now. They're separated by 1.1 seconds. So it's Ongaro in third, Orlowski in fourth now. Ronefalk back to fifth, but Ronefalk will not challenge for the win in this one unless there's some craziness that goes on. 2.5 down, 2.5 to go. J concept jump, A main triple. And Newman's in the lead, looking good. And I don't think Barefalo has enough to catch him at the moment. You know, if he's going to have any chance of closing in on Newman, he's going to have to really chuck it at the track. A good save for Barefalo and a mistake by Barefalo going into the corner tabletop. And that's going to release the pressure at the front. Go to the cars on the EFRA crossover now, please. We'll show you a bit of Orlowski chasing down Ongaro. I'll keep an eye out the window of Newman at front and see if he has any trouble. 1 minute 30 left. When I'm trying to watch everything, somehow Orlowski has come through. Stay with Orlowski right now. Yes, so Orlowski, the green and white car, thank you, just ahead of it, because that was Barefalo having a bit of a mistake after Orlowski had gotten past Ongaro. Didn't see how that happened. I'm trying to keep an eye on Newman to see if he has any trouble. We will switch back to Newman right at the end. If there's gaps between Orlowski and Barefalo. And there is trouble for Newman. There it is, Barefalo in the lead now. Let's stay on the wide shot. And another trouble for Newman as he's lost his wing. Orlowski up to second. Here's Barefalo down the main straight. Orlowski now in second. And it is Ongaro up to third. It was just about 1 second. And trouble for Orlowski. Let's focus on Barefalo. Yep, that's the car. So Marco Barefalo from fifth on the grid. 20 seconds left. There's so much going on. It's hard to just talk about one thing. And I can only talk about one thing. But it is Ronefalk now. Go back one battle. Because that is Ronefalk back up to second now. Over the big jump they go. That is spectacular. They touch in the air and they cross the lining and they are finished. Here we go. Good start for Kobovic. Over the little triple, underneath the bridge they go for the first time. Into the far corner. Up over the J concept jump. And Ronefalk cruises around the outside, but had a little bit of a rocky landing. And Kobovic hangs on. That was impressive, though. Ronafog like had a brilliant line through the J concept jump. Underneath the EFRA crossover, into the far corner. It is Kobovic. Ronafog trying the same line again. A little bit better line. Ronafog holding back there. He looked set up to go underneath or inside of Kobovic. Chose not to because he wanted to avoid the contact. Very clean, fair racing. And that's Ronafog rolled coming onto the straight. That's going to see him drop right down the order. I'm not going to say he's out of it, but we are looking at Kobovac in the lead. There is Orlowski in second. So at the moment, Kobovac is in prime position to win because I'm trying to find Barefalo, and he is way, way down the field. I'm looking at Magna here. His father tensely watching. Last time around, the lead was 1.4 seconds. Over the A main triple. Here comes Kobovic. Over the EFRA crossover. These are two young stars. One from Norway, one from Poland. And up on two wheels was Orlowski. 3 minutes left. They are separated by 0.9 of a second last time around. Into the far corner they go. We are going to stick with our leader, Kobovic, up over the A main triple, crossing the line now. 1.3 second between them. Orlowski jumping over the EFRA crossover nose high, and Orlowski having trouble on the tricky double, and he's falling back into Elliott Boots. And guess who's there in fourth? David Ronafalk. Let's go back to the battle on the sorry, I couldn't get the words out. Over the line now. We'll try to keep this battle. This is the battle for second. Although it was closer a minute ago, Boots made a mistake. Now Ronafalk up to third. So it's Kobovic, Orlowski, and Ronafalk. The gap between Kobovic and Orlowski was 2.1 last time around. There is 2 minutes left. And a bit of trouble. There you can see the gap. That was a good shot. Okay, well, I don't know what to show you because there's a pretty equal gap. 1 minute, 30 seconds left. Far corner, please. J-concept jump now. We will show our leader who could be driving to his first big win of his life. 1 minute 20 left. Tricky double for Daniel Kobovic. Down the main straight he goes. I'll try to keep an eye on Ronafalk and Orlowski. Kobovic into the far corner. 1 minute left. Across the line now for Kobovic. Ronafalk getting closer and closer to Orlowski. Won't change Ronafalk's result at all if he gets past Orlowski. He wants to get past Kobovic. 2.1 between this battle for Orlowski and Ronafalk and our leader, Daniel Kobovic. You can see it in the background. I'm going to stick with Kobovic. We are starting our last lap now. Oh dear, it's kind of happened again, but hey, let's celebrate the victory. Underneath the EFRA crossover now, heading to the far corner for the final time. Up and over the J-concept jump and the A main triple. Coming around to start his victory lap is Daniel Kobovic. Everyone else finishing as they cross the line. Daniel Kobovic is your 2019 EFRA unofficial European champion. Everything's unofficial.
No, our time is faster. We have 12 in
Oh, I said, really? Oh, then I didn't think about that, so I've given the wrong information again. So it is going to be Ronafalk.
Wow, what an absolutely thrilling final. Awesome. So all that's left for us to do, other than pack up before it starts raining, is to sign off, say goodbye. Thank you for watching this week. Tune into EFRA WS and RC Racing TV for all the action from the future events as they happen. Let's say goodbye.
Goodbye.